Jude booked a show in Akwa Ibom. I was backstage in Akwa Ibom. I was supposed to travel. 5 days before that show, they told me they booked a show. I said, why? I went for that show. I was backstage thinking after the show I would travel. They called me. Alola has a CS. While she was delaying, waiting for me. They noticed that the baby was losing his breath. They had to slit stomach and take the baby out. Fast forward. When I was talking to George, that's the family friend, I started telling him the story of what happened in the house. Because after I finished, I told him everything that happened in the house. He felt bad. He said, Peter, your family are here with me. I said something on stage that people didn't get. I'll look for that video. I said it. I said, hey, on stage, I said, Paul, you did me a bad thing. You know why? Because when I and Paul were young, we both agreed that our first sons will bear our names, as in our tribal name. My son today is Cameron Nonso Okoye. Paul is Paul Nonso Okoye. Of course, when Paul gave birth to Andre, Obumneme was never found.
Welcome back. I'm not going to bore you. I want us to shoot right, like get right into it. Right now, everywhere is on fire. Peter, Paul, Jude, of course you know the PSQUARE story, is dropping it back to back. Let us jump right into it.
I said, can I talk to them? I said, yeah. I came in the phone, I asked Lola, how's everything? She started crying, and I told her, the next best thing I needed to do was send them money. How am I going to send them money? Because send money, I'm still going to ask for it. Let's fast forward, guys. I did everything for them to get back home. While I was doing all that, our mom was still around. My mom felt my pain. And she said, don't worry. Because when I was telling her about everything, she now said, I said, Mom, look at it this way. You felt you told me a good news that the child is my child. But see how everybody left. She now said, no problem. I'll talk to your brothers. They will apologize to you. I said, no problem. My mom went back to Jos. And when my mom went back to Jos, after like a week, she called me. She asked me, have they apologized? I said, only the first son, our firstborn, has apologized. She said, don't worry, they're all going to apologize. After like a few weeks again, Henry apologized. Except Paul and Jude. The ones that I live with never did. Waited for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months till our mom died. The apology was never made. And my mom told them to do it. They never did. sometimes when I hear our mom never liked Lola, I say my brothers have forgotten so soon. Our mom was sick. In Jos, we flew her all the way to Lagos. During the period our mom was sick, we took her to St. Nicholas Hospital. St. Nicholas Hospital is on the island. We live on the mainland. Our mom was admitted in our hospital. And 4 of my mom's pastors were around all the way from Jos. Guess where they were staying? Lola's house. Lola's house. Lola gets up as early as 6 o'clock in the morning. Makes food for them, breakfast, everything. By 7 o'clock, Lola takes them to the hospital. Lola stays in the hospital. We live on the mainland. We now leave around 11, comes to St. Nicholas Hospital. When we come, Lola will now leave and go to work. We stay with our mom in the hospital with the pastors. By the time it's almost 6 o'clock, Lola will leave work because Lola's office is not far away from St. Nicholas. She comes back at about 6 o'clock. Stays. As soon as Lola comes, we'll then leave. Lola will stay in that hospital till 12 midnight. Take them back. Take the pastors back to the house. The next morning, the same routine. For over 2 months plus, during her moment in that hospital. They had to create a narrative that Lola and my mom never had a relationship. Before even Lola, before I got married to her, Lola, my mom was already addressing Lola as our wife. It's sad that Jude is using Paul as a tool for his evil games. They say Jude sold his car to bring PSQUARE. Jude did a lot for peace. He produced it. Hey, guys, let's be honest. What produced what? All PSQUARE albums were produced by me and Paul. I have to even say Paul. I'll play the keyboard. I'll play the computer. I'll play the Fruity Loops. I use it. Did Jude contribute in PSQUARE? Yes. After we turned PSQUARE, after we were famous. But not as people say it. They say Jude shoots PSQUARE's videos. Because they put directed by. Really? Since PSQUARE broke up, how many videos has Jude and G's shot, directed by? Even when we are at PSQUARE, some of them you see Jude Okoye / Clarence Peters. Check all Cynthia Morgan's videos. You will never see Jude alone. I guarantee you guys. Personally, Alingo, Shekini were shot by me. All Jude wanted for I and Paul to do was to project him as the Don Jazzy of PSQUARE. How? Then, during our time, when we were popping, there was Two-Face, there was Face, there was Star Plus. Well, Star Plus came later. There was more hit. Jude became threatened by more hit. In fact, I think Paul and Jude have this competitive, jealousy attitude that I never liked. Every time the more it are doing this thing, we should. I say, guys, can we just do our thing? Let's do our thing. We are unique in our own ways. P-Square will go for an interview. The artist should be interviewed. When they ask the artist question, Jude is answering. Look at them. Watch.
For the very first time, Jude Okoye, who's the manager to PSQUARE and also CEO of Square Records, divulged to Hip TV during a radio interview in Uganda the reason behind the split.
Okay, if it's part of our giving back to society, okay, let's help some artists. J. Martins came, we helped him. Immediately he became big, we let him.
Guys, as you're watching it, pay attention to me. How I was looking at him, knowing the fact that he was just lying.
If it's part of our giving back to society, okay, let's help some artists. J. Martins came, we helped him. Immediately he became big, we let him go to be independent. The same thing to Bracket. But maybe his own was different. We were like, okay, let's have this group thing. Let's form a group alliance. Let's have Medine on board. So at the end of the day, when we wanted to kind of officially sign him, then that was when the problem came up. We wanted to have what PSQUARE had. Which was not possible. No, it took PSQUARE like 7-8 years to get the cars, the houses, and everything. And within a year, somebody is looking for something like that. So I was like, okay, you can get it from here. Maybe there's another option outside there. You go get it.
You say I and Paul should be trying to be hyping him, so that. Oh my God! We look at more hits. Don Jazzy will stay with the band. They will ask Don Jazzy even questions. Don Jazzy will just whisper to the band. The band just answer. Don Jazzy don't want to say anything. Like sometimes I hear, oh, we sign artists, we end up messing them up, or we don't help people around. Now look at it this way. How does that concern me? Jude, you signed Cynthia Morgan. Look at how you ended up with Cynthia Morgan. Jude, you were the one that wanted to sign Mehdi. I didn't even know you wanted to sign Mehdi. Look how you ended up with him. Right? Paul, you signed Mono and one other girl. Today, all of them come out, they are saying things about you. I only signed one artist, singer. His contract ended after, I think, 3 years or 4 years. He left peacefully. I gave him his catalog. In fact, I even gave him money. Ask him. Till today, I still post him on my page, on my story. PSQUARE have not helped anybody. And how many during the pandemic, Peter Okoye I was sharing ₦1 million every single day. People will testify it. PSQUARE don't help anybody. I saw me this podcast. I was paying. I don't blame him. To be honest with you, I've been to so many competitions in my life. At a tender age, I got used to learning to celebrate others. If you're doubting me, watch this video where I lost Mr. Campos in University of Abuja. But hear me, celebrating with the guy that won. I was first runner up. Watch.
I was among those who contested for Mr. Campos. He won the Mr. Campos. He achieved a lot. Why? It's not really about what you think you are or how your physique is. Look at me, I'm more finer than Tony. Look at my body, you can look at everything, I have more physique than him. But he won the Mr. Campos. I think it was because of what he is. He believed in himself because he knows he's good and he looks nice. Let's forget about how the shape is, the physique. It's not the physique that matters. He is my Mr. Campos and I love him. Tony.
Now that's Peter Okoye. No, that's not Mr. P. That's Peter Okoye. I don't like having issues with people. I'm not a jealous type of person. I don't envy people. Did you understand? I don't compete with anybody. I just want to do my thing and enjoy my life and live a free life. Just say, you're beefing with your brothers. That thing used to piss me off. I had my wedding. Like my own wedding. My own elder brother, so-called manager, never attended it. Why? Let me even tell you how bad it was. That a night before my wedding, Jude booked a show with Globalcom in Ghana. And they showed me our ticket. Coming back the next day, which happens to be my wedding day, was 2 o'clock flight. I said, no. We have to insist until they got us a private jet. Now, we went there. I went to that performance. Left Lagos. Lola is communicating with me in Ghana. She thought I was in Lagos. What happened? The next day, there was environmental in Ghana. I think we would have left very early. Environmental ended about 11. By 12, we boarded the plane. I landed. 1 hour, 30 minutes after my wedding, I've already started. Landed. I didn't shave. I didn't sleep. Now, while I was at my wedding, I was trending for a wrong reason. I was trending for a wrong reason. Jude posted himself in Mervin's studio with Wizkid, Dr. Seed, Fino, Don Jazzy, and the rest of them. I forget what they captured. I'll put it up. That's it here. Jude posted this picture. Look at the date. I got married a day before our PSQUARE's birthday, 17th. Look at it. Jude posted this. Jude was then trending. I think somebody said something like, you didn't attend your brother's wedding. The next day, I think he responded like, if our mom was alive, this wedding would have held or hold, I don't know. Jude. And they expect Jude was with Don Jazzy, Dr. Seed, Wizkid, and Fino and the rest of them. All of them attended that wedding. They still left that studio, attended the wedding. But my own senior brother, manager, refused. I made a shavy for him and everything. Fast forward, a few months' time was now Paul's wedding in Port Harcourt. I was there for him. I helped him set up a lot of stuff, connect him with a lot of things in Port Harcourt. I said something on stage that people didn't get. I'll look for that video. I said it. I said, hey, on stage, I said, Paul, you do me a bad thing. You know why? Because when I and Paul were young, we both agreed that our first sons will bear our names, as in our tribal name. My son today is Cameron Nonso Okoye. Paul is Paul Nonso Okoye. Of course, when Paul gave birth to Andre, Obumneme was never found. Another betrayal. Fast forward, few months' time was Jude's wedding. Of course, Jude didn't give me a shebi or even gave Lola. That means automatically we were not invited. The next thing, I did what we call do me or do you. I posted a picture in my own house, chilling with friends. 3 days time, Paul came back from the wedding. Paul attacked me. I didn't attend Jude's wedding. The Jude's my senior brother should respect. I said, Paul, that by age, if not by age, Lola senior Jude. If not by age, Lola senior Jude Paul. I'm sure that thing pissed Paul and Jude off. Jude claimed he never had any problem with Lola. But Jude, you lied. Listen to this interview between Tunde Ednot and Jude Okoye on Instagram Live. Listen.
But there are some questions that are so important that I have to ask you.
They ask your question. I'm open now. I'm done.
What happened? Should I ask?
Go ahead.
Okay. They said you have a problem with Peter's wife. That you just have a problem and you did not attend Peter's wedding. You said that, make I ask you.
Can I listen?
So, do you have a, should I don't know, because
Tunde,
Mm-hmm.
Today, Mook leave that matter for another day.
Okay, another day. Okay.
Yes.
But you said ask me any question. That's why I asked you.
Now all of a sudden, you started stammering, but your mouth was sharp before. Big brother man. I'm done.
So guys, I believe this is the final part of this whole series Mr. P has been dropping since last week. No be small thing. So after watching this whole series from the season 1 up until this last part, which is the part 9, please share your thoughts and let me know what you think about this whole situation going on between P-Square, Peter, Paul and Jude. No be small thing, like this their matter is really a very, very serious one. Drop your thoughts, let me know what you think about this whole situation on the comment section. So that will be all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you on my next video. Bye once again.
Welcome back. So I'm going to start with this. According to the story, Jude, Peter, and Paul, they used to call Lola Omotayo Big Madam. Do not forget that Lola is older than Peter and Paul, and Jude older than them. Now, let me continue. Lola was introduced to Jude, Peter, and Paul by OWT. She was like a super big woman to them who was helping them. They would prostrate for her every time they saw her. In fact, they never had a direct number or contact with her. When they broke up with OWT, he purposely didn't give them any of the contacts he made for them, including Big Madam. Who is Big Madam? Lola. It was Peter who went to look for her somehow, some way, and found her number and called her directly to beg for help. It was through this that they got close in the first place. Jude and Paul were not opposed to the relationship in the beginning because to them, they felt that it was a quicker way for help to be gotten. So their ulterior motive is for them to use Lola, get close to her, knock her if she like you, and that's where it ends. Then somehow, Peter and Lola became serious, and this became a problem to Jude. Now, slowly they were already having some little change in their pocket, so pride is beginning to come into them. They would have preferred a younger woman, less experienced or least experienced, and of course, a grovelly one, a woman who does not necessarily have money per se. And if she is to have money, let it be that she's from Anambra State. So if there is going to be a relationship, they would have preferred somebody that they can control, someone that they can stand over. For them, Lola was too big. 1, she's older than them. 2, in those years, mixed race was like a thing. Even till today, some people still grovel. They grovel when they see someone who is a mixed race. It used to be a big thing then. Let me just keep it there. So all of them used to bow at the feet of Lola. It was inconceivable to them that they would have to see her every day. Like, this is somebody that we used to say, yes, ma, yes, ma. Now, Jude is upset. Our younger brother. My own younger brother. Wow. So, will I continue to say yes, ma, to this person? No. You need to see the venom in Jude's words and utterances. It is deeper than that. To them, how come? Jude would have even preferred to have dated Lola if it were possible. But now, it is Peter. Imagine your younger brother getting married to your former boss, sort of, who knew you when you were 0. Jude saw it as a spite. And of course, the weaker one, Paul, followed suit. This is what we are talking about. I do not want to say Peter is a master strategist. He simply had that inside of him, like, okay, you know what, let me push, let me get close to this person that is going to help us. And if this person is going to continuously help us, like, and you might be asking what kind of help, there are a lot of helps. One, financial help. The biggest of it is getting you guys gigs. Getting you guys gigs is very, very, very important. Like, okay, you know what? You guys are going to perform for Coca-Cola. You guys are going to perform for this. You guys are going to perform for Amstel Motor. You guys are going to perform for this. There is this Afro Fest here. There is this and that and that. They needed that kind of connect. People who know people. People who can press button for your video to play. So, it's quite unfortunate, really. And when we talk about this age difference, some might be like, this age difference, how plenty is it? It is all about jealousy. That's it. So Peter was able to forge ahead, sort of. He went for the goldsmith rather than for the gold chain. That's all the Jude Paul were waiting for. They just wanted the gold chain. But he said, I want to go for the goldsmith. Different people, different choices. To Peter, if music doesn't work again, Lola Connections will come up with something. To Paul and Jude, Peter is ready for going for their source without considering them. In other words, he might control us. That's it. That's why one of the last words of Jude is, Paul is going up. Peter, you are going down. As how now? Which up and down? Both of them are more or less in the same similar space. You guys are not, there is no music coming forward. You guys are not going for any show per se. It's just what you guys have invested, the money, houses, property. That's what you guys are living on. What else? I know that you are not broke. That's it. Yeah. So, Peter offered himself as a sacrifice for the P-Square that we know today. Just imagine, the success of P-Square would not have come. Peter is feeling disrespected, discarded, and that's it. And Lola has been quiet. She has never put herself on camera to start to talk, and I don't think she even needs to, because Peter is doing all the talking. Peter is doing everything. So for me, he doesn't even need to do, she doesn't need to even do anything. And now let's go back to this tribal thing that I did mention in a passing yesterday. I said all that Peter painted about mommy, their late mother, it is true, because this is the typical behavior of a typical Anambra woman. Maybe times have changed a little bit, but this is what you will find. This is how they go. They go all battle. They go all, like, you'll be wondering at times, like, what is in this thing? To them, they are preserving their heritage. To them, they are preserving their whatever. And, you know, they have this kind of pride even when they are broke. When they don't even have money per se. So to them, Lola, you are older. Lola, you are this and that. And I'm very sure that Paul and Jude, they engineered their late mom, and their mom handled it as usual. They had a group meeting over Peter and Lola after she has given birth to a child. What were they hoping for? What were they hoping for? Well, yeah. Anyway, some are saying it is happening to, these things are happening everywhere, and that Jude will not be happy if his younger brother gets married to somebody that is older than him. Like, oh, well. Some might be like, naturally, they do not like seeing their siblings getting married to an older woman. But they said to them it is abomination or it is abnormal in Igbo land or whatever. They say if that was the cause of the initial rejection, Peter should understand and forgive his siblings. Though they may have wronged him, he should have taken the family feud. He should not have taken the family feud public. Come on. This is utter wickedness. There's a difference between you are dating someone who is older. I'm talking about 20 years older than you, 15 years older than you, 10 years older than you, and all of that. There's a difference in you dating such, and there's a difference in someone already pregnant and already having a child. That's a big difference. They shouldn't have handled it that way. They handled it very bad. Yeah. Some are saying the age difference is 9 years. Some say both of them are from different era. They said that Peter born 1981. They say Lola born 1972. They say the gap. Lola is older than Peter by approximately 9 years. Though some older or very report cite 6 to 7 years. Whichever, whatever. The thing is that they are holding strong. We've not heard here and there. Whatever. They are good. They are looking sharp. And I would say it's a plus to Lola. Because Lola has a younger man. I won't lie to you. Both of them look good together. But it is what it is. And the one that went for a younger person, went for someone that speaks his language or whatever. Where are they today? They are in reason with me. If I don't get today, I go get them tomorrow. That's where they are. What are your thoughts? Drop your comments.